Hello, and welcome to the next ReeVlog. You're going to see something that's going to be super rare, or has been so far, in these over the last, God knows how many years. My phone. So, in effect, I have a new phone. Hence why I've got my other phone still available. The phone that I'm now recording this on, this vlog is largely a camera quality test for the front camera, but the phone is not the one with my SIM card in at the moment, and it doesn't have my WhatsApp account linked to it and stuff like that, because it doesn't have a case on it. You'll note this is a chunky case, and I have one on the way, and I ordered it as soon as I knew I was getting the new phone and which phone it was. I found a big chunky case to order for it. Reasoning, I don't want to break it. I had a case, not a super chunky one, just like a basic one that Samsung, my phone provider, provided with the phone. And then the phone fell out my sleeping bag whilst I was carrying it at some point or another. Probably a couple of weeks after I got it, it landed, and the phone cracked. The screen cracked. So there are two cracks on the screen of this phone that have been there the whole time I've had it, the last 7 years almost. Probably just a month shy or something like that. Simply because the case that I had wasn't great, so I've ordered a better one. The only issue that I might have is I'm not 100% sure if the case I've ordered has this front protectory bit or whether it is just the back, because if I dismantle this case briefly, we have the back, big chunker, this section here, where you can see these two lines, that used to have the little stand thing, but I'm a fidgeter and I broke it. Back of the actual phone, front screen protector case part. This is super important. If the new case doesn't have one, I'm going to have to hunt for one that does. But who knows, really? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. If it doesn't, I'll probably just buy a screen protector for it in the short term. Gets a good bit of use out of the new case, because I paid nearly £30 for it. I want to actually use it. And then keep an eye out for good cases with that front part on, because I don't really like screen protectors so much as full case. We'll find out though, I suppose, towards the end of the week, because I got a notification today it should arrive in 2 to 4 days, which should be by Friday, I believe. But there's no tracking, which is very irritating. So other than the new phone, what's the haps, chaps? I've re-downloaded BodBot, which is an exercise app that I had downloaded many years ago. One of the first things when I actually started being okay, I need to do more training, conditioning stuff to be able to continue with Kung Fu. So I've re-downloaded BodBot. I haven't re-downloaded Zombies Run. I might still do that at some point, but not yet. I've got someone that I might be running with, so I won't need Zombies Run at that point. I have Map Runner, which sort of tracks the run, shows how far you've been, estimated pace, stuff like that. So that way I can make sure that I do run the distances that I'm intending to. Currently I'm running for a mile and then walking back, so I'm getting nearly 2 miles in, because usually the run curves round and then the return part is a bit shorter, depending on where I am, and that seems to be about all my feet can handle. My feet do hurt at the end of every run, not in I've injured myself kind of way, but in a wow, we've been more impact than they're used to, because I'm just getting started again. Running is higher impact than walking. I've got good shoes and stuff for it, but there's only so much that can be done, and they're not completely barefoot, but they are like not thick-soled trainers, so it's not deadening all that much, which I'm a fan of, and I think that when I get used to doing the 1 mile, breaking into that second mile isn't going to be too bad. The 1 mile I did today was 9 minutes and a half, roughly, which I think is slightly faster than the one before. I've actually got it here. Oh no, it was 8 minutes 57, even. The last one was 9 minutes something. We're down to 8 minutes something, and I felt alright, apart from the feet at the end of it. So I think cardio-wise, I'm doing better than I thought I was, which is always nice. Rare, but nice. So we've got that, and then I've also got some other sort of apps for help with fitness, but I'm focusing on the running and BodBot for now. BodBot being my strength training side of things. It also does factor in cardio, but that's like extra cardio. So I'm planning on going for runs and stuff anyway. My goal is to run every day on my off day, at least once, ideally twice, and ideally once on my work days. But if not, fair enough. However, BodBot is like going to be longer runs, so when it schedules cardio, I've got it for steady state on a Thursday, and I think it's going to want me to do like an hour of running, including some warm-up stuff in that hour, so it's probably like 45-50 minutes of running. That's not happening, not anytime soon. I'm going to do freeform runs for like half an hour, perhaps, instead, because I can adjust the times. And then on those days, so Thursdays, because that's the day I've picked as a cardio day, I think it's going to be, instead of doing my individual run that I intend to do every single day, it's going to be a matter of stretching, because Wednesday's Kung Fu, and I've got an exercise every day on BodBot planned, which is an hour to an hour and a half of training, including a warm-up and a cool-down. So, hour and a half every day, apart from Wednesdays, and then an hour to an hour and a half of Kung Fu on Wednesday, plus any Kung Fu practice I do on my own, plus my other cardio and stuff. I don't want to, like, seize up. I want to get some mobility going in, you know. Apparently BodBot does include that, so we'll find out, I suppose. Otherwise, I also have Udemy, I don't know. Black Friday sales are on. My friend requested I try one of the courses to help with our video game project that we've got going on, so I got that on sale, and whilst I was there I also got a drawing course on sale, because you can download them, and I'm thinking, one, I can take this phone, not this phone, with me to work, because they're downloaded on here. I can then watch those videos, do the tutorials when I'm in my downtime at work, because depending on the night, I can end up with no downtime, or I can end up with like 5 hours of downtime. So I already take my sketchbook with me. I haven't used it at all yet, but if I can find like a nice little lamp, I'm pretty sure I've got one somewhere, or I could use my ring light that lives in the car anyway. I just need to make sure to keep it charged and take it with me into the work car. I can then hopefully sort of like do, oh, here's this drawing tutorial thing, let me watch the video, and if it has exercises to do, I can do the exercises, and then, oop, been told I've got to go and do a bit more work, turn that off, put this away, off to work I go, that sort of thing. That's the hope, that's the plan. The plan, man. We'll see how it works out. The best laid plans and all that, they always fall apart. We all know it. We know it to be true. But it's all good, you know? It's all smooth. This drink isn't too bad. I preferred the orange flavour one, but the orange flavour one Often has aspartame in. This one doesn't, and it was on offer. So I've got this. It's my rehydration. Today was day 1. Bodbot, by the way. It was lower legs and core. Weird combination, I know. I chose it, believe it or not. It was specifically meant to be like the tibialis, I guess, front of the shin type muscle, and the core. I found my shoulders were worked. They also did leg raises, so that's calves, but calves are, I think, Friday, because tomorrow is back, I think, back and shoulders type thing, and then arms, posterior chain, not including the back, and chest. I think is the other one. So it's an interesting split I've chosen, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully Bodbot is pretty good. I can adjust the training as I need to, and I no doubt will. I've gone through every workout that they've got planned for me this week and taken out the things that I don't have the space or equipment for. Some of the things I think I've got the space and equipment for, but because my resistance bands are down there, there's not much space between the end of the bed, which is what I'm sat on, and a chest of drawers, which is, I think, just out of frame or just in frame over there. It's not really in the light, but because of that I might not be able to do all of the exercises they suggest particularly well with the band. I could take some of them off the wall, but then I've got to put them back on the wall, and I do have this one, which is my favourite resistance band. It came with my foam roller, which I'm not 100% sure where that is, but this is my favourite one because it has these little loop-de-loops in, so you can you can also like wrap it around other things. You can like put it through itself, so once you've looped it around something, it is like that. So it's got more resistance. It's got the 8 levels, so if you reduce it to be shorter, there's going to be more. Alternatively, you can half it, etc. You know how it works. Yeah. So, exciting for times for the future. It is currently nearly 10:30 at night, and I think my not at work days are going to end up with me sleeping about 5 a.m, not 7 a.m, getting up a bit earlier, doing stuff during the daytime a little bit more than on my work days, where I'll be up until 7 ish, and then go to bed and be more evening night focused, potentially. You know? I think it just works out easier. More shops will be open. I can do more social stuff potentially if I so choose. So I've got my workout reminder set to 3 p.m, which, if I'm not up, I'm not up. I can do it later. But if I am up, it's a reminder. Don't mope around for too long. Got to do the exercise. I don't have any run reminders, so hoping that I will remember. The end goal is to run after work on the work days. So like run before bed, hopefully. With regards to work, that'll probably mean put my stuff in the work car, get changed at work, run around near work, because it's pre-7 a.m, so there's not going to be a huge amount of people about. Most people are going to be like driving to work, and then get back, drive home, have a shower, go to bed. Only issue is that I mean sleeping with wet hair, unless I cut it or invest in another shower cap or something like that. So who knows? But anyway, I'm going to go because I have many things to do, including have a shower. So I'll catch you cats on the flip-flop. I'll catch you cats on the flip-flop. And goodbye.